The Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon, the 24th of February, 2025. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Keyzie.
No, don't.
That
Keyzie
was,
me.
Yeah. That was off, though, eh?
Was it?
Yeah.
I panicked and then just went for way too high a register, I think.
Yeah.
It's my bad,
Still
fellas.
good, man. How are you, Pugs?
Well, thanks, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Awesome.
Get out.
Okay.
Now, Mogi, you stallion, how's life?
Going pretty grouse, man.
Great.
Thanks for asking.
My pleasure.
You backbone, you sick son of a bee, you mad dog. Yeah, bloody good. Good weekend. Look, doesn't it end too soon?
It does.
But on the bright side, here we are, back together again. The three Amigos and Pug-San.
Yeah, man. That's true. That's true. How are you, Keyzie?
I'm really great, thanks, fellas. How are you guys going?
Going pretty good, man.
Yeah,
good
good,
shit.
thanks, mate. Good.
Fired up.
Hot
Yeah,
day
yeah.
today, tell you what.
Was it?
Up here in the 09 anyway. What's it like where you are, New Zealand? 3483.
Yeah.
Jace?
Well, isn't it a Maggot Monday today?
But it is a Maggot Monday. Yeah,
No,
I
I
was just
thought we
about to
stopped
say
there.
that. No, we're still going to do Maggot Monday, man. Come
They
on,
love it.
Keyzie.
People love it.
Well, explain it to everyone then, Jace. How does it work again?
Well, if you've been a bit of a maggot over the weekend, then text us 3483 and we'll make you feel better about yourself.
Or even better, if you know somebody else who's been a maggot, knock them out.
Yeah,
Then we'll make them
3483.
feel worse.
And you can win yourself a $50 night and day voucher. The GOAT Countdown's still going strong, fellas. Final week.
Yeah, man.
I'm fizzed up.
Yeah, so am I. Should we get back into it?
Okay.
Number 412.
1,000 songs, but only one can be the GOAT. 412. Green Day, American Idiot.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Coming in at 411, Blink 182 there. Fellas, last year, where did she come in there, Keyzie?
On last year's GOAT, All the Small Things by Blink 182 finished 266th, so it has dropped back a wee bit.
Bit of a jump.
Yeah.
Not good.
That's a shame, eh?
It is a shame. Hey, any Maggot Mondays?
Yes, which is, by the way, you text in on 3483 and you either dob yourself in for being a maggot over the weekend or a mate. For example, this is great. Matt Hooper is a maggot for top decking my dad's toilet on Saturday night.
You can't do that, Jace.
I don't even know what that is.
When you do
I'll
poos
show
in
you.
What, on the lid?
in the cistern.
Actually, I've got something on that a little bit later on in the show.
Great,
Just an
cool.
absolute atrocity.
That's
I mean, I
great.
didn't do a poo on the lid or anything like that.
Jace,
but,
you don't do it on the lid,
I
you-
mean, it was an
Jace.
atrocity what happened in there, and I just need to
Jace.
talk about it with someone.
In the cistern, man.
In the cistern.
So every
Right.
time you flush, yeah. G'day, fellas. I polished off a whole pack of darts at Electric Avenue, woke up to the beeping of a Lime scooter, which was lying next to me in the flat paddling pool in my vomit. So that's pretty good effort.
Yeah.
It's being
That's
a
a
maggot.
top effort. Hey, fellas, just want to have a yarn to you about a bit of driving stuff. I'm not actually complaining this time. Normally, whenever I bring up driving stuff, I've got a bone to pick.
You got an issue.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so you do have a bone to pick?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
I got a bone to pick.
There you go,
Is that
man.
I don't have a bone to pick.
Oh, you don't.
Can you unplay that?
Did it bug you that I played that?
Actually, it did.
It's been bugging me.
Because the one time that I don't have a bone to pick,
Yeah.
and I don't have something that's bugging me,
So is this a 1.5 Mogies?
no.
Oh, okay.
That'll be later, though. Something to look forward to. But I was driving around the other day. Well, actually, I had a couple of events over the weekend. One escapes me, but one happened yesterday, and that was I was sitting at a set of lights, and the person in front of me was trying to go straight ahead. Okay, well, they appeared to be because they weren't indicating. And then to our right, there was a whole bunch of cars that were coming, but all of them were, as they were sitting, they were turning left. So they weren't crossing our path.
Right, okay.
They were turning left onto the street that we were trying to get out of.
Yes.
So this car could have easily have crossed the road
Right.
for around about 3 hours, is what it felt
That
like.
seems like ages.
Yes.
And instead it just sat there and these cars continued to indicate, and you could see for a long time that they were indicating to turn down our street, but this car continued to just sit there.
Yeah.
But I'm such a patient person.
Sure.
That I didn't get fired up about it at all.
See, I don't believe that.
But then ultimately I just thought, as it rounded about that 2-3 hour mark, I just lightly tooted on my horn.
And
just
how
said,
did you toot?
I just a very like toot, toot, toot.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. And luckily the Teeter truck has got a very polite horn, which I had installed.
Right, okay.
By me, because I'm a backbone. And then the person then crossed the road, and as I was crossing the road, they put their hazard lights on, which reminded me, we must have been talking about it a year or so ago, that means thank you and or sorry.
Yes.
Which I'd forgotten about, but also I didn't really ever know. I vaguely remember you talking about it, Jase, but where did that thing come from? Because it's a very new thing.
I think
to me, or is it a regional thing, and maybe I'm just learning about it now?
We had a discussion on it, and it was about you're flicking the hazards on to say thank you when when you let someone in, or giving the courtesy wave sort of thing. That's what I remember us having this discussion.
Yeah. Like I was saying off air just before the emoji, I only cottoned on to that about a year ago. The fact that you could use your hazard lights to sort of say, hey, thanks for that, or letting me in, or sorry, I really stuffed that up. The only issue I have with it is that I'm driving along and I go to put my hazard lights on and I can't see them.
Yes.
So I'm just staring at my dashboard and I nearly go up people's asses.
Yes.
Because you go, where's the bloody hazard, and then I nearly cause an accident trying to thank someone for being a good bastard and
that's
letting
right,
me
then
in.
you crash into someone.
And then you crash into someone because you're trying to find the hazard light.
But then if you put the hazards on, and that's saying, hey, sorry for crashing into you.
That's true. And you've got to put your hazard lights on because you've just had a crash.
Look, the reality is I should just drive around with my hazard lights on the whole time.
Sorry, thank you.
Sorry,
coming
thanks.
through. I use the hand out the window.
Yes, I do that as well.
That's all I've always been taught to use. Or the finger, or the thumbs up.
I do the big thumbs up. I say, good on you, man. So whenever someone stops in the middle of an intersection because they've mistimed the light, and then you have to go, but you can't because they're in the middle of the intersection.
Yes.
Do you F and Jeff?
Yes.
See, I don't. I just grin at them and give them the big thumbs up.
Yeah, when they're stuck right in front of you. Oh, it's not a nice place to be.
No,
sucks.
it's not. And you see them looking across at you and going, I got this badly. As I was saying to the fellas, true story today, that happened for 3 light changes for me. And I was effing and jeffing a bit. It's fair to say.
Did it bug you when that happened?
Hell no.
I got a bone to
Sorry, that
pick.
was the wrong one. Fight off the wrong
You're
one.
all over the place, Keyzie. Hey, should we get back to the countdown?
Go on.
Oh, 410.
Number 410, Incubus, Drive.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
We will rock you there, Queen, coming in at, what was that, 409?
That's correct, Jase.
I feel like my instinct is last year it was higher than that.
It was almost double that last year, 223, Queen.
Yes.
We will rock you. So it has fallen back on the old GOAT countdown.
Man, have you got old mate Freddie Mercury on the line, man?
He's just not picking up.
I could try Brian May.
Oh, yes.
Pugs. Hey, so look, it's Maggot Monday, which we've brought back, even though we said we weren't going to do it, which is where people text through on 3483 and dob in either themselves or their mates for being maggots over the weekend, basically. One has come through here, and I just want to see, fellas, whether this is something that you guys ever did. G'day, fellas, and this is from a guy called Harry. I had my wedding in the weekend, got so maggot, I pissed the bed the night before and the night of and the night after the wedding.
And it was his wedding.
That's right, 3 nights in a row.
What an absolute back.
Oh, my God.
That is feral.
That
is shockingly bad.
Yeah, I mean, that is getting boozed to the point where you're not, like, it's almost 20, like you're at a series of 21st.
That's right, and it's your wedding.
Yeah, but it's your wedding. And so it's 3 nights that your wife, your wife-to-be and then your wife has woken up wet.
And
as a result of you being a hammered scumbag.
And thinking to herself, what have I done?
Yeah.
And so I just wondering, because I've got a mate who's likes weeing the bed a wee bit. Nothing too major, only when he's really steamed. And can I suggest that maybe this Harry bloke wasn't responsibly steamed?
It sounds like not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But bedwetting has never been something that has affected me. Fortunately, and not since I was a wee kid anyway. Just leave it alone, man.
Okay, I'm not going there, Keyzie. I'm not going to go there.
But is it something that ever affected you guys, especially in your non-responsible days?
No, not really.
Nah.
Not really. And that's quite genuine. I mean, I was affected in a lot of ways, but that wasn't one of them, curiously.
No, neither for me. I had a mate that was particularly bad
Prone?
about it. So he would, every time he drank, as you say, Keyzie, only when he got hammered, but that was every time this mate of mine drank, he got hammered.
Right,
There was
okay.
no couple of beers about it.
Yes.
To the point when he came home, he would sleep in the bath.
Oh, my goodness.
To the point where he had in his bedroom, without a word of a lie, he had 2 mattresses on his bed, and then he had 4 standing up against the wall.
Oh, my God.
I remember you telling us about this guy.
And he would rotate through those mattresses.
Oh, my God.
To the point where he went to the doctor, and the doctor gave him medication where if he took it before he went to sleep when he was out on the hammer, it would stop his bladder from working or his kidneys from processing the booze,
Right.
so that it wouldn't fill his kidney up. So
My
he'd be fine.
God.
He never remembered to take it because he was too hammered. So
Oh,
he
my
always
goodness.
it was out the gate. So you would think that you would stop drinking rather than take a pill, rather than have 6 mattresses, but that's how much of a bag.
He obviously had the attitude of, my bladder will learn. You know what I mean?
That is absolutely what his attitude that is verbatim. He was
Yes.
say, you got to your body will learn.
Because you also have the scenarios too, of course, where you might be in someone else's house and you've been on it, and you're staggering through the dark, going, "Jesus, it's been a busy day. I was
Yeah.
wheeze," and I've done a wee in a bath before and stuff like that.
To this day, if we go away anywhere on a boys' weekend of any description, he just sleeps on the lino in the kitchen.
Oh, my goodness. Because we had a mate...
He's 48.
His name's not Harry by any chance, is it? Because we got a mate that's the same. You go away to an Airbnb or something, and he sleeps on the couch or whatever because... I didn't realise this until this particular weekend. Did wheeze on the couch, and then was just so hungover the next day that he just took the couch cushions, put them outside in the sun, and they just dried. Then that night brought them back in on the couch again, did wheeze again. And it's just like, what an absolute shambles. Good news, though, on 3483, someone's just texted her here, "G'day, guys, Harry's wife here, and I love it when he pisses the bed."
Yeah.
So that's good.
No. Oh, well,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, coming in at 4:08. Love You Like I Should, Dave Dobbin. Last year, Keyzie, where was that song?
It doesn't seem to actually appear.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
It is
Yeah.
a tune, though.
Hey,
It's a tune, yes.
yes. Now, listen, there was a bit of sport over the weekend, primarily the rugby, of course, Super Rugby. We've had Mike Lane, head of the ACC, in here. He takes bets every week.
Loves it.
He makes bets. He doesn't take bets.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, just quickly, and his whole career is built around sport and knowing sport as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Mogi introduced a new concept of Mike Lane versus the coin.
ACC head G Lane versus a coin.
And the concept there is simply that Mike Lane will make his 5 picks weekly, and we will just flip a coin. At the end of the season, we'll see who knows more about rugby, Mike Lane or a coin. How are you, Mike Lane?
Listen, let's be clear. I have never admitted knowing anything about sport, let alone rugby, okay?
I listen to you peddle your picks on the Agenda podcast and any other podcast that'll have you. You are flogging it non-stop.
Ad nauseum, man.
Thank you. And so,
shocking.
and look, this is not a dig at you. It's, if anything, it's just to say how hard it is to pick, especially when the games have been like they have been. How'd you go over the weekend, Stallion?
Yeah, look, who would have thought that Super Rugby would be this close and have this many upsets? Hence, I'm terrified the coin is beating me. It started so well. The Chiefs' mana, I'm still wiping mana off the walls of the ACC studio after they walloped the Crusaders.
Yeah, it was a hiding.
Then a couple of upsets, though, with the Highlanders and the Blues, and then the goddamn Western Force, who beat the Brumbies.
Yeah,
the first
well,
time in like 10 years.
That was some of the genius of the coin there. The coin picked the Western Force there and took a victory, which was bloody good. You won. You got it right with the Chiefs, got it wrong with Moana Pacifica, as did the coin.
Yes.
We both got it right on the Canes, both got it wrong on the Blues, and we took one out with the Force there. So it ended up being two aside this week.
Oh, Jill, thank God. Okay, I've got some sort of dignity left.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Not much.
I don't know about dignity, but yeah, two apiece.
As you
That's
say,
not too
I
bad.
was listening to your Chiefs commentary there, and I say commentary, I use that term loosely. It was a series of orgasmic sounding noises with very little description about what was happening in the game.
Yeah, look, it's pretty hard when you're watching your team that you love so much score. And I look, Keyzie's the same. When every time the Warriors score, when he's on commentary, you don't hear what's going on. It's just him going, ah! Ah!
Oh my God, the Warriors scored! Oh my God!
Ah! Very similar to me. I'm just going, Chiefs Monday!
Yeah, that was a great victory against the Crusaders. They gave them a flogging.
Of course, every Friday and Saturday night for Super Rugby, we've got the commentary live here on Radio Hauraki. So if you are watching the game, fire up the old radio there. G-Lane, what are you going to do at the end of the season if this coin does in fact come out on top?
I'll resign.
Yeah?
Fair enough, man. I mean,
right.
it's the 80, you'll have to fall on your sword.
Yeah, I'm a man of honour.
If in doubt, just get a job on breakfast.
All right, Mike Lane, good on you, mate. We'll speak to you on Friday. Bye.
All right.
Hey, let's get back to the countdown. Number 407.
The GOAT.
Number 407, Van Halen, Hot for Teacher.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast. This is The GOAT, the countdown for real music connoisseurs.
Yes, indeed. Let's go to Jack from Gore. G'day, Jack, you massive backbone. How's life?
Pretty good, and yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. How's Gore today, Jack?
Yeah, pretty hot.
Yeah.
Pretty sticky.
How hot, man?
Steamy.
Oh, I don't know,
15?
23.
Oh, yeah, toasty.
getting up
Hey, Jack, what do you do for a crust, mate?
I'm a mechanic.
Oh,
you're a
good on-
backbone,
you're a
mate.
massive backbone.
Yeah.
And what picks did you go for the GOAT?
I went for Led Zeppelin for the Stairway to Heaven for number one. I can't remember what I went.
She's an all-timer.
Yeah. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Well, good news for you. You're in the draw to win those 100 vinyls, but also you've just won yourself $100, all right?
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
No worries, man.
not
You enjoy
bad, is
that.
it?
Maybe a few cold beers with that, Jack.
Yeah, that's a great idea today.
Yeah.
You got a bit of shelf space down there for your 100 albums if you won them, man?
Yeah, I've got about 50 already, and my wife's probably got about 50, so yeah, play them now
Hey.
and again.
Oh, that's what you want.
Bloody
What a backbone.
What a backbone. Sound the line.
Hang on, Jack. Do your mates ever laugh that you're a mechanic and your name is Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're onto it, Keyzie.
Yeah.
He knows, man. He gets it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good
Jack.
stuff.
Keyzie gets it, man.
Yeah, and you
Say
can,
what you like about Keyzie, man. He gets it.
No, don't just say what you
You're
like.
always
about
getting it.
Yeah, I love it. Speaking of getting it, if it is meat, then make sure you hit up the meatbox.co.nz because they'll deliver you your favourite everyday cuts and hard to get big cuts right to your door nationwide. Currently, 15% discount on the old butcher's box. Worth doing.
How good's that, man? Do you know
So good.
I had some pork sausages today
All right.
out of the old,
Meat box.
Guess it was a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ate the lot. 6.
Six.
Yeah. I ate the
6
lot.
saucies.
I ate the lot today without a word of a lie. They're a salty bugger. God damn, they are delicious.
Wow.
And it was one of those things, I put them in a container, put them to the side to cool down, then I put them in the fridge and I just kept on going back. Just one more. And I was like, you can't leave one in there. It'll look weird to the family that I've cooked 6 and there's 1 left or 2 left, so I just ended up eating them all.
You're an animal.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
big saucy guy.
Old saucy mogie.
I'll have to do that tomorrow because I've still got those pork
They're
sausages.
bloody good, boy.
Yeah,
You
beautiful.
bring me one in?
Speaking of good, let's get back to the countdown. 405.
Nice, Jase.
This is The GOAT.
405, Lenny Kravitz, Are You Gonna Go My Way?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Roadhouse Blues there, 404 by the Doors. Was that featured last year, Keyzie?
Hoodie J, guess what? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
543 last year.
Okay.
It's a great song.
It is a tune.
It's a tune. The tunes will continue after 5 o'clock with the GOAT countdown. We've also got a bit of sport chat coming up, fellas, a bit of sporting action over the weekend.
Yeah, it was jam-packed, actually. Good to have the old sport back. Also got a text here on 3483. G'day, guys. Can we please bring back renovation chat? I need some advice how to rebuild my 4-poster bed after having Pugs over for the weekend.
Yeah.
Just on that, if you do ever need advice on anything, don't forget we are running an advice segment segment now, a special email address, which is meetpaddynips69@gmail.com. Any advice you need, you send it through to there. Don't make it dirty, otherwise we won't read it. And
we'll read it.
Well, we're going to read it, but we won't read it on the radio or the potty or anything. But meetpaddynips69@gmail.com. Get them coming through. We might actually tackle some advice later today.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. All that after 5.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Monday's going along tickety-boo. You are, in fact, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night... Keyzie, you butchered
No.
You started off with a note. Why did you change, man?
Because
I
Mogi and
came
I
in
started...
at the same time.
And
We
so
got the
I was
order
like,
wrong.
I thought if I could add another note at the end, it would save it.
Yeah. I think we just need to pick an order and stick with it.
Yeah.
The old pick
And then we
stick.
can then we can practice, fellas. You know what I mean?
So
and maybe we
true.
should come in a little bit early each day and just really work on it.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Pugs.
Yeah, man.
God, you're a legend, man.
Thanks, man.
Have a great day and go back into Studio B, would you?
Thanks, Pugs. Sorry for ruining that, fellas. Hey, just a big heads up. Around the country, tomorrow is a Tuesday. Every single Tuesday this month, February, the old night and day legends, they've had $3 thick shakes, all right? Just see a little reminder on your phone now to go and get a $3 thick shake tomorrow from the old night and day.
Yeah,
That's
great
good.
stuff, great stuff. Now, look, just very quickly in the news here, they mentioned the Joseph Parker-Bacoli fight.
Yep.
I don't know about you fellas or if you've seen it or not. I believe you have.
I have.
It all looked a little bit dodgy to me.
Yeah, we'll get into that in sports chat, eh?
Do you feel? Well, I was just worried we wouldn't get to it in
Oh,
sports.
we'll make
get
sure.
to it.
We'll make sure we get
Do you
to
think
it.
we will get to it?
We'll deal to it, man.
Okay, shall we get
Yeah.
back to the countdown then?
We'll get to that shortly.
No, we'll get
We'll
to
do
it now,
soon.
shall we?
Well, I don't know if we've got time for it now. Maybe we'll do it later.
Well, hang on, the countdown.
Yeah.
No,
We'll
we've
save
got
it.
No, we have to do that now.
It feels like we should be saving it for later because it's good content.
No, it is good content, but it's been happening all day, all last week. It's all
Look, I don't want to get into the ins and outs of it, Keys. All I'm saying is it's good quality and we should save it.
right. Yeah.
Just on that front, Mogi, can I just say they are replaying it after 7 o'clock every night.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, then let's
so-
get into it here.
Oh, should we do it now?
Yeah.
Sorry, the goat or the boxing chat?
The GOAT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, in that
yeah.
case, should we go to number 403?
Sure, why not?
This is the GOAT.
403. The White Stripes. The hardest button to button.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Falling to pieces there, Faith No More coming in at a rollicking 402 last year. That was Keyzie.
Last year on the GOAT countdown, Jase, that came in at 327.
Really?
Okay.
There or thereabouts.
Bit of a drop off this year then.
Yeah, not too bad.
Shocking.
There's been
Shocking.
worse. There's been worse.
There has been.
Yeah, there has been.
Hey, I'm just looking at the time here, guys. It's 5:15 on a Monday, which means it's time for this.
meetpaddynips69@gmail.com. Get in touch with the fellas.
That's right. It's a new segment where if you're ever in need of advice, you can email us at any time, meetpaddynips69@gmail.com. And every now and then we'll pull it out and we'll just
I beg your pardon?
You're sorry, you're
we'll
what?
pull out the email.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you say about emails, that you pull them out?
I never pull out my email.
No.
We'll flop out the old email there and read it and hopefully help you in your situation. And it is anonymous as well.
And just for the listeners out there, Keyzie, what's it called again, this email? What's the title of it?
It's meetpaddynips69@gmail.com.
That's the
Jase.
number 69.
That's 69.
Yeah,
A 6
It's not
and a
the
9.
word 69.
And that's at gmail.com. All right, here's an email that's coming from an anonymous person. G'day, fellas. Any tips on getting over an ex you didn't really want to break up with? Note, she was significantly more attractive and successful than me, but the juice was not worth the squeeze. Cheers.
That's an interesting one. Can you read that first sentence again?
Hey, fellas.
The hello. Keep going.
Oh, the second. Any tips on getting over an ex you didn't really want to break up with?
That makes it sound like he's been broken up with.
Yes, I'm really confused because that's like contradictory. It feels
Well,
like...
yeah, it's not that he's broken up with the person and it's been his idea and now he regrets it.
Yes.
It's more that they've broken up with him and he's a bit gutted about it.
Yes, that's...
You've broken up with someone you didn't really want to break up with.
So she's dumped him,
Yeah.
but he's phrased it like that because he didn't want to say, "Hey guys, I got dumped."
But then he's like, but the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
Now-
and that tends to suggest that he's saying that's why he had to make that call.
That's right, because the juice is the relationship.
Is it?
And the squeeze is the effort that you're putting into it. The squeeze is the effort. So what I was getting out of it wasn't worth the effort that I was putting into it. That's the breakdown of what that's saying.
Even though she was far more attractive than him
and more successful,
and he didn't really want to break up with her.
It wasn't worth the effort.
Right. Well,
You see what I'm saying? So it feels to me like he's got his metaphors have been mixed up somewhere along the way, because I don't think that's the right. The juice and the squeeze is the wrong thing. He's applied the wrong thing.
I've never heard that saying ever.
I've squeezed like quite a lot of oranges in my time, and sometimes it's disappointing what you get out of the squeeze.
I find it's more of a lemon issue.
Yeah, because oranges you'll put on the orange, what's it called? The juicer. You'll put on the upside down plastic thing and you get the juice out of it like that.
Yes.
Whereas a lemon, you'll be squeezing over a salad or
Oftentimes there's very little juice in there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that gets deep inside my goat. It's a dry lemon. The really hard bastards when you try and squeeze them and it gives you like a drop.
Yeah.
They've been picked too early. Now, a little tip on that, Jase, just in case you wanted to know there, you can chuck that in the microwave for 30 seconds to maybe a minute.
Very nice.
That really heats that juice up and gets it going, brother. And then you squeeze it out, it all comes really, really good.
You chuck the whole half a lemon in.
You chuck the whole lemon in. Chuck the whole lemon in.
Right,
there.
okay.
But getting back to that email.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Is this food chat?
The juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
I'm just very confused by
Well, hang on. So what he wants to, basically, so I think we've gotten off topic here. Basically, how do you get over someone who's dumped you?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, sorry, man.
No,
you can't.
Yeah. It's not possible. Especially when they're better looking than you.
And more successful.
And you didn't want to break up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tough stuff, really.
You could,
Oh, God.
Well, you were saying off air,
What?
How are you going to phrase this filth? How are you going to phrase this filth, Woody J? Go on.
that when you had a heartbreaking, break up with a girl, you just went on a massive shag fest.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear you say that.
No.
You didn't remember? You didn't hear him say that, Keyzie, didn't
must
you?
have been while I was getting a glass of water there, fellas. Well, there you go, Anonymous. Tough stuff, really. You're not going to get over
it's
them.
a shame.
Sounds
but
like,
there's no advice that's going to get you over something like that. That's
and they sound like a 10. And to be honest, they won't be single for long either, so they're probably going to move on pretty quickly.
Yeah. And
the worst one is when you get broken up with someone.
Yes.
Then the very next relationship, they get married and have kids.
Yeah.
Or they go with a stud. They start dating someone really hot. Fellas?
Totally. I hate it when that happens. Hey, we've got a few songs from the old goat here to list off there, fellas.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go boom, 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 get it over and done with for the day, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 401.
1,000 songs, but only one can be the GOAT. 401, The Clash, Train in Vain.
The Hauraki Big Show Podcast.
Little Black Submarines, the Black Keys there, 399 on the GOAT countdown last year. Keyzie!
What's that you're asking, sorry?
Where was it on the list last year?
What was the song?
Little Black Submarines.
Oh, yeah, by the Black Keys.
Yeah, they've also got a new album coming out. I heard a new song from them the other day, got fed to me on Spotify.
Well,
sounded mean.
They've got 8 songs in the GOAT countdown.
Wow.
Last year, and Little Black Submarines, 688. So that's massively jumped up.
God, people are loving it, aren't they? I hear that everywhere.
It's quite random, isn't it? How it goes up and down like that.
Couple of votes here or there, Jason, up she goes. You know what I mean?
True, man. True.
Straight up there. Hey, fellas.
Do we have
what?
a montage of the countdown today, Keyzie?
We certainly do, Jase. This is a recap of from start to finish, 8 a.m. this morning on the Bricky Show. Until now, today's tunes on the GOAT.
Number 500, Bon Jovi, Blaze of Glory. 490, Pink Floyd, Mother. 480, Audio Slave, Be Yourself. 470. Cheap Trick. I Want You to Want Me. Number 460. Pink Floyd. Run Like Hell. Live. Number 450. Audio Slave. Doesn't Remind Me. 440. Kings of Leon. Waste a Moment. 430. Weezer. Island in the Sun. Number 420. Chills. I Love My Leather Jacket. Number 410. Incubus. Drive.
So good, eh, boys?
Certainly is, Jase. If you've enjoyed listening to the GOAT Countdown today, you can listen to it all again from 7 o'clock tonight with Greg Preble. And I like to picture people on night shift listening to that, having missed out during the day.
That's so
good stuff.
I think that's quite cute.
Stuff.
And also a big shout out, of course, to the meatbox.co.nz for making it all possible.
Keezie's Meatbox.
Beautiful. Hey, now coming up, a bit of sporting action over the weekend, fellas, so we'll have a bit of sport chat. How do we feel about that?
I'm keen for that, but
keen.
my name is not Phallus.
For God's sake.
That's coming up next.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Audio Slave there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 5:43, but it's time for Sport Chat.
Sport.
Come on,
Jase.
guys.
Come on, man.
Settle down.
Jase.
Yeah.
Jase.
Now, am I right, just to kick it off,
Am I right?
well, there was a local derby, Auckland FC versus the Phoenix, and did the Auckland FC give them an absolute hiding?
All right, no need to.
6-1?
You know I'm a big Phoenix fan, Jase.
Absolute pantsing.
Come on, mate. You
was
know
it 6-1
damn well.
though, am I right?
Jase, it was 6-1. It was an absolute pantsing. They came up. That's 3-zip.
Got yous right where we want yous.
That is 3-zip in terms of Auckland taking on Wellington.
Yeah.
Since this team has started. It all started poorly too because the Phoenix bus was trying to actually get in and the Auckland fans were like blocking the way so the bus with the team on it couldn't even get into the stadium.
That's childish, you know what I mean?
Funny though.
That was poor from you guys.
But having said that, I mean, are they still top of the table?
They are.
Auckland
They're
FC
about
are.
8 or 9 points clear at the
8
top
points,
of the table.
Wow.
And Wellington, who were once sitting 1 and 2 with them after about 6 or 7 rounds, are now down at about 9th or 10th.
Oh, okay, falling apart a little bit.
Honestly, it was an absolute domination and amazing display of
All right.
offense from
I can't go
Auckland.
on about it.
Did you enjoy it, Keyzie? You watch it, man?
Oh, no, I didn't watch it.
No, neither. Did you watch it, Jase?
Nah. Super Rugby,
Oh, yeah, footy chat.
Chiefs pounded the Crusaders.
That was amazing. That was a
the
great game.
Highlanders beat the Blues, which is a bit of an upset, you'd have to say, but it was a home game for the Highlanders.
Very much so. Very much a one for the books there. I think they were down to 13 players at one stage on the field, Hoyte J, and a bit of a stacked team for the Blues, so I'm not too sure what's going on there.
That was really nice for them to get the win down in Highlanders country in front of the zoo. I know it was a big emotional game down there as well. Weird thing happened when I think it was Daniel Linnett-Brown was sent off for a high clean-out.
Anton.
No, it was Dan, his brother,
right,
the prop.
yeah, of course.
And then he went off, and then one thing led to another, and then they had to have uncontested scrums because they had 13 people.
Well, they had 0 front rowers.
Zero front rowers,
They had
that's
no
right,
front
yeah.
rowers, and then so a back had to leave the field so that they could bring on another forward so they could have 8 in the scrum.
Did you watch the game?
No. Then also there was the boxing was on, fellas. Been looking forward to this one for a while. Old Joseph Parker against Bacoli.
Martin Bacoli.
After Dubois pulled out because he had a stub toe.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and Bacoli stepped up at late notice. He is I think he's in the top 5 in the world. So he's no mug, but he also weighed about 1,000 kilos.
Yes.
Yeah, he was not ready.
Fight.
To be fair, within 24 hours of landing in Saudi Arabia, he was fighting Joseph Parker, who had been on a 3-month camp or something.
Yeah, exactly right. So, I don't know, it was a bit of a weird way. He sort of smashed him in the face pretty good, which didn't bother Bacoli, but then Joseph Parker threw this massive overhand right, which completely missed everything. And Bacoli had to think about it for a couple of seconds, and then he thought, I'll just pretend I'm done here. That's what it looked like. I mean, I've seen a few angles. I could not see him connect at any point.
I totally agree with you. And for me, the giveaway was Joseph Parker's reaction. He kind of walked away, and he was like, oh, that was stupid.
Right.
That looks embarrassing.
For people that didn't see it, he threw the haymaker. It was like a wild right hand. Bacoli ducked. And it sort of bombed him perfectly on the top of the middle of his head.
To me, it looked like it went past.
Right.
Hey,
Did you watch the fight?
Nah. I didn't see it. I was just reading about it on Instagram.
In the Champions Trophy cricket, India beat Pakistan, so I think that's Pakistan done in their own tournament.
And also Kohli being the architect of the chase there, got 100 not out, I believe.
Aren't they playing tonight?
Who?
Black Caps.
Yes,
I think so, yes. England versus Australia. England should have won it for all money. They got 350 odd. Duckett, big score there. Australia were in all sorts of trouble early on. Right. 2 or 3 down for not very much. And then Josh Inglis played a ridiculously good innings.
Right.
And a bit of, hitting from Maxwell at the end. Got them over the line.
It's funny, isn't it? Australia there, who have got 3 of their best players out. The bowlers just decided not to bother, and yet they still managed to win.
It's not a great Australian side, I've got to be said. And South Africa pumped Afghanistan.
Yeah, right. Did you watch the Aussie-England game?
Nah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
David Bowie there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is exactly 5:54. Coming up after 6 o'clock. What's on the TV with Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
Also, Keyzie, you need to ask a favour of Mogi, I believe.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. My brother-in-law is currently in town, and I'm currently on a bit of a campaign to try and impress him. I already impressed him earlier today.
Right.
Just need a bit of a favour from you if that's all good.
Sure, you can ask.
Yeah. So I'll ask you, like just after 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should you want to do it off here, man?
No, we'll do it on here, man.
Okay.
We may as well use it as content.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Also, of course, we continue the countdown of the top 100 movies of all time. Keysie's seen about one of the top 100 that we've been able to work out so far. But we'll be doing that after 6 o'clock as well, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're crawling through your Monday tickety-boo. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night.
Day, Pug-San.
Brother.
What?
What happened to you, man?
Hang on.
You came in there.
Sorry.
You pissed all in our chips,
I'm
Pug-San.
pissing your chips with a voice like that, brother.
What?
Did you hear that, man?
I thought you could actually sing, Keyzie.
I can sing, Jase.
There's an example.
Far out, Pugs.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
Hello.
you work in Studio B there and you work on all our podcasts and stuff. What's the
What's the
outro?
vibe out there,
What's
though?
the vibe?
Yeah, what's the vibe and what's the clip today?
In Studio B with
Let's
the vibe?
start with the vibe about the podcast. How are we looking, man?
Oh,
What's the
look,
feedback
it's looking pretty
been?
good, man.
Yeah,
you know it's good
yeah.
when it's it has special in the title?
Right.
Because it's a special.
Actually,
Because we don't get a lot of feedback on the podcast, do we?
No, you don't.
Not
We
really,
don't- we
actually.
don't get
no,
any.
apart from the numbers.
Which are astronomical.
Oh,
Through
my
the
God.
roof.
They're just unbelievable.
It was funny today playing golf with my brother-in-law, and he, before we went, because he was staying over, he's like, "Oh, you got any of them Wheatie Bites?"
Yeah, true.
And so he had a bowl of Wheat Bix Bites. He's like, "Yeah, I was listening to that one you guys did the other day. Best podcast ever, my ass," because that was the title of it. It was just serial admin for 10 minutes. What's today's clip about, man?
Today's clip is related to the title of the podcast, which is First Job Special. So it's all about your guys' first jobs. It started with a bit of dairy chat, and then we got into first jobs, and this clip's about Hoyte J's first job.
Another guy came in for like a wage ledger book or something, which we didn't have, and he went f***ing batshit crazy. Go and get your manager. Go and get your manager now. This is unacceptable. And it was just like...
Is that what he sounds?
Yeah, you dick.
Wow.
I was fuming,
That
mate.
that wasn't your first job, I'm picking.
It was my first kind.
Out of school.
As I mentioned, I did work on orchards and stuff like that, picking avocados and that kind of jazz. But it was kind of my first proper job, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
I was about
Whitcool's.
15, yeah.
Whitcool's. The bookstore.
In Newmarket.
Did you do a paper run?
No, but I did a milk run for a while.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that with the glass bottles?
Yes.
Yes.
Damn, it must have been like ages ago.
I did that as well. I did the paper run followed by the milk run.
Right.
Smash would cut my hand open.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
I think
Didn't hear me complaining about it, Keyzie.
I think
Good
I
on you,
stole a
Maggie.
bit of milk money over the years.
That sounds
too.
like you, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be right.
What a
Yeah.
backbone.
Scumbag.
Hey, Pugs,
Yeah, man.
get out, man.
Oh.
Hey, up next, fellas, after this tune from the Rolling Stones, got to ask old Mogi a favour. Is that all good, man?
Oh, you're going to ask as I say, man. And
Yeah.
I'd
Hey-
love to help you out, brother.
Hey, Pugs.
Yeah, why are you still
Get
here,
out,
Pugs?
Pugs. Why are
Come
you
on,
still
why are
here?
you still here, man? I said get
Hang
out.
on, wait.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Red hot chili peppers there on the Radio Hauraki big show this Monday afternoon.
Hey, fellas, my brother-in-law's currently in town, lives overseas in Amsterdam. He's here for a couple of weeks, and he's been staying with us for a few nights, so I thought I'd try and turn things on and use my sort of Hauraki connections to get some pretty sick stuff happening.
Cool.
It is cool, Mogi. So today, for example, he likes Hoyte J. He loves the BYC podcast, the cricketing one. And he said, Chris, I've always wanted to hear Hoyte
Who's
J.
Chris?
That's me.
What?
He calls me Chris. He said, Chris, I've always wanted to hear Hoyte J, F and Jeff in person.
Oh,
So I was like, why don't we go play golf with him? And sure enough, all today, Effin and Jeff, and it was great. He also, the bonus too, is he's always talked about how you always bag your wife off air. And so today it was great for that because it was like non-stop. So cheers for that, Jace. I really appreciate you going above and beyond for me, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, Keyzie. He's a nice bloke. I think
Really?
I may have umpired. I'm sure I must have
You
umpired him
definitely
at some stage.
Yeah. Definitely umpired
He was
him.
a unit, Mogi.
Was he?
He's a big unit.
right.
Yeah.
How do you mean, like?
Well, like he smacked the crap out of the ball, put it that way. He's
Yeah.
about your height, maybe a bit more solid.
Right.
Yes, but
Yeah.
he's a unit. Hefty.
Yeah.
Maybe even Keyzie's height. Who's the tallest of you
Keyzie.
two?
Oh, me.
Keyzie. So
Yeah.
probably more Keyzie's height.
Yeah, but he's hefty.
Douche.
Yeah. He's a douche.
No, he's, the
douche.
douche.
Oh, yeah, okay, because you just said douche.
The douchebag.
Yeah, what? So that's great, Jace. Managed to pull some strings there and tick off a few things. Mogi,
Yeah.
he's a fan of our show. He really wants to.
He wants to borrow my cool hat.
He's all good for a cool hat. He wants to come with you and get his bullers lasers at the same time as you.
Great idea.
Would you be open to that?
Yep. 100%. Well, I've had to reschedule.
Okay.
Yeah,
because he listens to the show. He's like, oh, it sounds like Mogi has a real hoot there. I'd love to come and,
Absolutely, you can. So, for those of you who don't know, as a way to tend my downstairs, I go and I get this big laser machine pointed at my downstairs and my thighs and things to get rid of my bikini line. Sort my bikini line out.
The tufts.
But I also do the bullers and the shaft. And it works a treat, can I say? Although I went there today, and thanks for bringing this up, Keyzie. And I do want to. What's his name?
Tom.
He'd be welcome to come along. Love to see you there, Tom. Went along today. I had my appointment at 9 a.m. Go in there, sit down. I'm sitting there for 20 minutes. Not a word. I say, and they're normally very, very punctual. I say, what time have you got me down for today? She goes, 9 o'clock. But the woman who normally does it, she's not here. I've got no idea where she is. Haven't heard from her. It's like, right, so the person who's doing it's not here.
And I was just sitting here.
Okay, then I'll see you later. Is that weird? Should she have mentioned that?
Definitely.
Really weird to not mention
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So then I
You've
just
been waiting for 20
not
minutes.
here. Still not here after 20 minutes. Not only that, I can't get in touch with her. No idea where she is. You could be here all day.
See, this is the stuff. This is the stuff he would love to be a part of.
That was good. Well,
Yeah.
that's as good as it's going to get because
Yeah.
the rest of it is pretty graphic.
He's sweet with it. He wants to meet Tinker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be keen to meet Tinker.
Yeah.
Any chance you could get her to do that thing where she sort of makes a lot of like coughing noises, then throws up
It's
on
not
the
a matter
floor?
of getting her to do it. It's trying to get her to not do it. So, yeah, he can see that in it. Hong, hong,
Yeah.
hong, hong.
That'd be great, actually. And he wants to see Pug-San's Connie collection as well. So,
Well, that's on,
Yeah,
Don't
well,
say
so I
much
have to-
about that.
just
Well, can
invite
I just say on Pug-San's Connie collection, that is diminishing by the day.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Metallica there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Let's talk TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue? That was like a sort of Sharmery village kind of chant.
You like that?
Yeah. Well, no, Keyzie's one.
Oh, yeah. Ours is always quite... It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, really nice.
Really synchronised.
Really good. Hey, guys, last night I watched... Oh, actually, not last night, but over the weekend I watched a movie called Anyone But You.
Anyone But You.
It's a romantic comedy, and it's got Glenn Powell, and you'll know this one, Jase, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh.
Sydney Sweeney.
She's great.
You like her?
Yeah.
And, look, these things can be very, very hit or miss. But I think due to the chemistry of the leads, and there's actually some good laughs in there. It's still a romantic comedy, which means it's not that great. But watch the whole thing, got some good laughs in there, some silly stuff. It's a thing where they get together and then they break up. There's a misunderstanding, Jase,
Sure.
as is off the way. And then their friends are getting married over in Australia, so they go over to Australia, run into each other again, and then, sort of things unfold. Pretty hot, pretty steamy stuff. Couple of smoke shows, can I say?
Yes.
Both the leads, so there's something in it for the husbands and the wives. Keyzie, your missus will love it.
I was just
Really?
about to say, It sounds like your kind of movie, Keyzie.
Yeah, and you'll be totally fine with it.
A rom-com.
Totally enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because Pugs was sitting there shaking his head the whole time you were talking about it.
Yeah, no, it's good as gold.
Yeah,
I
okay.
started watching a series on Netflix which just arrived, Zero Day with the great Robert De Niro. Basically, it's the United States. There's a massive cyber attack. Robert De Niro's character
God.
is the ex-president who left office because I think his son died. And even though he would have been re-elected, he said, no, I don't want to carry on. Anyway, so they have this massive cyber attack. The President of the United States says, we need you to sort of...
Robert De Niro.
Help us with all this sort
Because
of
he's
stuff.
a master of IT.
Yeah, well,
like
exactly.
So if that happened in New Zealand and they asked you.
Just because apparently he was, very methodical and very calm, and the American people trusted him, so they
Right.
needed a calm voice. So that's all going on. He goes, okay, I'll do it. But there's a little bit more drama because he's having mental issues.
Oh, God.
Because he is old.
Ah.
And he's writing, and he always has a notebook which he writes all his notes in, but he's noticing his notes getting more and more erratic.
Wow.
And so he's in charge of this massive cyber attack situation, but he's also
It's like your mate Biden.
losing his mind a little bit. You know what I mean? I give it
2 buzzies.
2.5 buzzies
Oh, yeah.
out of 5.
Not a recommend then, is it?
Well, it's doable.
Right.
That's good stuff, fellas. I don't think you want to know what I watched.
Okay.
You don't want to know what I watched.
Good.
Trust me.
All right,
But, ask me anyway.
No.
No.
I'm all good. Let's catch a calendar as a new season.
Nah. Jace?
Some sort of
Grand
travel
Designs
ship?
UK.
Yeah, Grand Designs.
It was
yeah.
okay. It was a lady in a wheelchair, and they wanted to make the first
New
cool
wheelchair.
but accessible house for people in wheelchairs without it walking in and being like, oh wow, this is definitely for someone who's disabled. I think they pulled it off.
Disabled? Differently abled.
Is that, I don't know, is that she was called referring to herself as disabled?
She's out of line there.
Is she?
She's differently abled. Yeah, she's not disabled.
Right, okay.
That's a shame.
Is this the Cars?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oasis there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. Now, we're going to carry on our countdown of the top 100 movies of all time because we've realised that Keyzie's basically seen none of them.
I haven't seen any of the movies that everyone has seen. You know, your Terminators, your Matrixes, literally every movie that people think there's an iconic movie, I probably haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We've done the first 30 of the Empire top 100 movies of all time. Mike has seen 25 out of 30. Jase, 23 out of 30. I have seen 4. That's Shaun of the Dead, Up, The Titanic, and Donnie Darko. So,
it's a solid effort from you, man. And
thanks, man.
you do watch a lot, and yet somehow you haven't seen anything. So, but having said that, if you start wheeling out, how many episodes of Country Calendar and Grand Designs UK have Jason and I seen, then all of a sudden we are the ones that look like losers.
Well, exactly. Surely I don't look like a loser, fellas.
Oh, fellas. So here we are. We're starting at number 70, going backwards. Keyzie, you're going to get excited about this one, brother. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Love that movie.
That's a no from me. I haven't seen it. It's a cartoon, Jace.
No.
Genuinely, I think if you watched it, I think you'd. Jace probably would diss it.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I will watch it. I want to get to 100 on this list, you see.
Yeah, fair enough.
Inglourious Bastards.
Have seen it. It's great.
Yes. Lady Bird.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Haven't seen it. What is it like that weird drama thing or what is?
It is a drama. It's a coming of age drama.
It is
starring Saoirse Ronan. Very, very good film, directed by Greta Gerwig. Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong's in it, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Number 67, Singing in the Rain.
Yes.
Haven't seen it.
I've not seen that film.
How old is that? 60s?
Yeah, it's old.
1952.
Wow. So you would have been a kid back then, Jace?
Just a little nipper.
And you didn't go and see it?
Well, I did see it. That's what
He
I
has
said.
seen it.
Oh,
He's seen it.
Yeah.
Number 66 is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes.
No.
One of the
Oh,
all-time
my God.
greats.
Jack Nicholson. Would my wife enjoy that?
Knowing your wife, no.
Okay.
Seven Samurai.
So Seven Samurai is a black and white film that is like, I know it's cinematography-wise, it's meant to be like a masterpiece or something.
Just in general, it's regarded as a masterpiece, and it's what the Magnificent Seven was later based on.
Oh, wow.
The Western.
I haven't seen it.
No from me.
From Kurosawa.
Right.
Akira Kurosawa.
Not me.
And I have not seen that either.
Right, okay.
64, La La Land.
That's the new one with Emma Stone. And
Well,
Gosling.
you're saying new. It's 2016.
Yeah, it's quite old.
That's
yeah,
a decade ago. I haven't seen it, but my wife didn't like it.
Oh, did she not? I loved it.
I would have thought she
really
would really
enjoyed
like
that.
it. That's with Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
Emma
think
Stone.
she didn't. Is it a musical?
It is, a little
Yes.
bit musically.
Yeah. I don't know.
Number 63, Get Out. Get Out.
That's a horror.
It's a horror directed by
Peele.
Jordan Peele.
No.
Very good film.
You've seen
I've
it?
seen that, yep. Number 62, Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes.
The OG. Haven't seen it.
I've seen it. I'm going to say I haven't because I haven't seen the end.
Right,
But
okay.
I've seen about 5 hours of it.
Yes.
It's a long film. Number 61, and the last one for today, Pan's Labyrinth from Guillermo del Toro.
I have seen Pan's Labyrinth. That's the one with the big monster with the eyes on its hands.
That's right.
It goes like that.
Yeah.
I've
You
seen
seen
it.
that one, Hoyte J?
I have seen that one.
man.
You've seen that too?
Yeah.
So after that, I believe I have seen 3. I'm up to 7.
Yeah.
I'm up to 7
Wow.
of 40.
Wow.
Hoyte J, you are up to 30 of 40.
Yeah.
And Mike, you are up to 32 of 40.
There we go.
Good stuff, mate.
That's great stuff.
This
isn't
is such a good new segment.
Yeah,
Love it.
man. Is it? Text us 3483.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Monday show done and dusted. Your plans tonight, Mogi, on this beautiful summer's evening.
Got a bit of reading to do tonight, mate.
No, okay.
Bit of reading, bit of scripts to read, mate.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that'll be fun. Do you like reading scripts?
No.
I love it.
Do you?
Oh, man, it's the best.
Why are you shaking
Really
your
good.
head?
Hey, it's nodding, Keyzie.
Oh, is that
you got to learn
nodding?
the difference between nodding and shaking. Different.
Wow. I've been getting that wrong my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn, oh, wow.
Did you not know that?
Nah.
Come on,
So,
Keyzie, man.
so is this... that's-
Shaking your head.
That's shaking your head because it
Yeah.
feels like I'm nodding forward and up and down.
No,
oh,
no,
wow.
no.
That's
Yeah. What are you up to tonight, Keyzie?
Just my wife and I tonight. We've had a busy weekend.
As opposed to...
Oh, we had my brother-in-law staying.
Oh,
So we're just going to have dinner. We'll go for a walk around the block after that. A beautiful night. And then we'll probably watch. We've found a new show we're going to start watching. It's called Help, I've Brought a Hotel. It's about people over in Europe who buy a really old hotel
hey, you do me a favour.
And then-
Don't tell us about that.
and then
okay?
renovate it. But I'll let you
What's on
know.
the TV with Mogi?
I'll let you know tomorrow how it goes.
Bang.
Wow,
you.
maybe just keep it to yourself, Keyzie. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a great show.
No, it's not.
Jace,
Yes.
what are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm going to relax tonight, I think, fellas. I'm quite hungry and I'm quite tired. Had a round of golf
Are ya?
today. I'm
Oh,
a bit,
yeah.
bit knackered, but nice knackered, not a bad knackered.
Knackered.
So just going to take it easy, watch a bit of TV, chit-chat with my wife.
Do you remember the phrase knackers?
Knackers yard?
Yeah, you know what your knackers?
Your
knackers.
bulls.
Yeah, your bulls. Yeah.
But I also know that a knacker's yard is where you take horses.
Horses,
Yeah.
To get knackered.
I'm not going to a knacker's yard. I'm just a bit knackered. All right? Hey, make sure you check out the Instagram page. Make sure you check out the podcast. Yes, Keyzie.
Also, if you ever need any advice, don't forget we got that email address up and running, meetpaddynips69@gmail.com.
Till tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.